There are so many great things about living in Onslow County, North Carolina, but let me tell you, hurricane season is not one of them. Hi, I'm Jackie Jones with Remax Elite Realty Group. Today I want to give you my 7 tips on how to get prepared for hurricane season, because our hurricane season in eastern North Carolina goes from June all the way to November, and it's so important to make sure that you know how to handle things if you're from a state that's not used to hurricanes. So let's begin. Tip number 1, stay informed. Make sure you know when we're expecting a weather event and how severe it's estimated to be. Tip number 2, have an emergency kit ready. Make sure to stock up on non-perishable foods that you're able to eat in the case the power goes out, and have first aid supplies and other essentials ready to go in case you need to evacuate. Tip number 3, make a plan in advance. Know where you're going to go in the case that you have to evacuate, how you're going to communicate with your family, and how you're going to get to your ultimate destination. Tip number 4, protect your home. Make sure you're securing all loose outdoor items, including outdoor furniture, and boarding up your windows and your doors to make sure that you're protected as much as possible. Tip number 5, evacuate when necessary. North Carolina uses zones to tell residents when they need to evacuate. So make sure you know your zone. North Carolina's website to figure out where you are located is knowyourzone.nc.gov. I'm going to link it in the description box below. Make sure you're taking advantage of that and you know where you're at and when you need to evacuate. Tip number 6, stay safe after the storm. Make sure that you're avoiding down power lines and flooded areas. Be cautious when you're driving and make sure that you're not driving into flooded areas. It does not take a lot of water to cause a car to lose traction on the road. So just make sure that you are cognizant and paying attention to your surroundings after the storm has passed. Tip number 7, check on your neighbors. Make sure that you have a relationship with all of your neighbors and that you guys can check on each other to make sure that if in the event that one of you needs help, you can get that for them. Like I said, there's a lot of great things about living in Onslow County, North Carolina. Hurricanes are not one of them. We've been lucky in our time here that we've not had a lot of major hurricanes, but we were here during Hurricane Florence, which, although it only hit us at a Category 1, did major damage to our community. And even tropical storms can still knock out your power for hours to days, depending on how many others have lost their power and need to be restored. So make sure you follow these tips to be prepared and know when you may need to leave. Please also hit the subscribe and like button below to stay informed about all things Eastern North Carolina.